What is up, you wonderful people? It is me, Nima, and today I want to talk about a DLC for a game that I absolutely love. It's my 2021 Game of the Year winner, Monster Hunter Rise, and we just got the newest DLC, which is basically like a whole other game, or at least half a game. It's at least 30 hours, and that's just to complete the bare minimum. But before we get into that, I do have to remind you guys to please hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell. All of those things are important. That's what they tell me. But guys, we're almost at 500 subscribers in less than a year. Look what the community we're building. This is amazing. I love it, and I love you guys. So anyway, Sunbreak was something I've been looking forward to ever since it's been announced. Like I said, Monster Hunter was my game of the year, and namely because I didn't like Monster Hunter before Monster Hunter Rise. I had played it, I tried to get into it multiple times, and I just couldn't. But for some reason, the way that they present Monster Hunter Rise, the fact that it's like less tanky and easier to move around, I don't know what it is about it, but I really fell in love with Monster Hunter Rise. I spend way too much time playing that game already, and I'm going to end up having to spend that plus some because, like an idiot, I somehow deleted my file. I actually played about 15-20 hours of Sunbreak, so I got in there pretty well, and I somehow deleted the file. It had something to do with my computer. I don't know what I did, and I meant to delete something else, and I ended up deleting my Monster Hunter file. I'm an idiot. Like, that's really... I have a hard time grasping Windex, so, you know, No, I mean, we all do it, but man, I feel dumb on that one. So most of the video that you guys will see is actually just from Monster Hunters. I'm trying to get back into the ranks and unlock Sunbreak again. That'd be fun, though. And honestly, that's how I feel about the game. Like, okay, that kind of sucks, but this is cool. It's another opportunity to go back and play it again and kind of start over again. Maybe learn from my past mistakes, try a different weapon, maybe try new techniques. All of that could definitely be options. And I know that I was no like Monster Hunter veteran. I'll probably end up learning even more this second time around. So that's how I feel about the game. And what I did experience with Sunbreak was more of that. Like more monsters, more areas to explore, a new village, more weapons, more armor. Of course, because, you know, more monsters. But there's so much more there. Also, more difficulty, which for me was pretty cool because I was really starting to get to that point where the game is getting a bit easy. And I think it's because when you level up everything, when you ramp up all your weapons or most of your weapons and you upgraded your armor, monsters that are left can't really fight you as well, even on like the hardest settings and everything. You know, you've maxed yourself out. You've given yourself a lot more experience than they have. So they're at a disadvantage. I don't know. I really do feel like that ramp up of difficulty was needed in the game. It doesn't make the game unattainable. It doesn't make the monsters just this incredibly hard battle. I mean, it does, but not one that you feel you don't have a chance at or that you're being cheap shotted in any way. No, it just feels like a natural progression and a progression that we needed, honestly. There's so much to the game that I absolutely adore, and I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say they want them to take more risks, or there could have been things added to it, there could have been more. I argue that this game is only, and I mean Monster Hunter Rise, it's only a year old. Like, adding a DLC of this magnitude, like I said, a good 30, 40 hours of extra gameplay is awesome. We don't need them to reinvent the wheel because they just did. And we don't need another new wheel. We got the wheel that we have, the wheel works, okay? We're going places. And I want to continue going on that wheel. I don't need them to try to, I don't know, tinker with the system again. Like, right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. You can call it McDonald's because that's how I feel about Monster Hunter. By the way, if you guys are hearing explosions, I actually became a war reporter and I'm overseas right now. No, I'm kidding. Was that offensive? I don't know if that was offensive. I hope that wasn't offensive. I wasn't trying to be dark. No, it's the 2nd of July. I'm in Kansas, and what do Kansans like doing? Blowing up their money. I feel silly. Anyway. I've really enjoyed Sunbreak, and if you're a Monster Hunter fan, I would suggest getting it, because you're really going to just enjoy what they have to offer. You're going to enjoy all of the added content. Yes, it's not a new game, it's not anything like that, but again, I don't think that we could have expected a new game. In fact, the idea that they're now expanding the original game over 100 hours of, like, original new content is amazing, and that's something we should definitely appreciate. Can't say anything more more about Monster Hunter Sunbreak outside of the fact that like it performs just like Monster Hunter Rise. It looks like it responds like it, like all of that stuff's all the same. So that's why it's not really a typical review, because Monster Hunter Rise is already just this amazingly great game, and this is just added on to it. But what I do want to offer is a little insight into Cuphead. I suck at Cuphead, right? Horrible at Cuphead. But I did pick up the DLC for it, the Delicious Last Course, and I'm not bad at it anymore. Like, with the Golden Chalice, it's pretty, not easy. I'm not gonna say easy. It's normal. It's somewhat playable now. And I did pick it up because I thought this was going to be a lot of money. And when I found out it was like under $10, I was like, I grabbed that right away just for the experience. And so, throw that in there too. And again, another DLC plays just as good as the original game. And all of that's the same. Like the patches, everything's been caught up. It all performs the same. But both of these DLCs I think are amazing. I would understand for people to not just run out and get Sunbreak if they're not huge fans of Monster Hunter Rise, or if they just bought it recently. Like, if you still have a lot of ways to go in Monster Hunter Rise, I would wait. Because for one, it's definitely going to go on sale. Capcom is always putting their stuff on sale. So take the time if you want to. But if you're like me and you're a Monster Hunter freak, then I would suggest getting it as soon as possible. Because you might also have a problem understanding, I don't know, simple colors and direction. And you might end up deleting your file. And you might have to start all over again. Like me. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you for sticking in here. Hope that didn't offend anyone. I'm just in a silly mood. Finally got like a recording area to myself, and I just thought I'd have fun with this one. If I did, though, I do apologize. I don't mean anything by it. Take care, guys. I love each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Bye-bye.